Wow, that was one heck of a college football game. It was one great college atmosphere. That's what Division II football should be like. Teams from different parts of the country having a chance to play in the Final Four. It was really special. I think West Georgia was an outstanding team. They did a lot of great things, both offensively and defensively. But I'm proud to be these guys' head coach. They did an absolutely awesome job when things didn't look real good. We kept our body language and we kept playing, and we just made one more play than we made the play that we needed to. And so I feel very lucky. We're going to Kansas City, and we've been waiting to say that for a long time. And we haven't been afraid to say what our goals are and where we're going, and now we got a chance to accomplish that. So that was one heck of a college football game.
John,
you know what the coolest part about it was the aftermath after the win, and seeing the kids just celebrate and see everybody come together and the kids storming the field, and that made it all worth all the blood, sweat, and tears. And I'm proud of the assistant coaches. I'm proud of everybody that touches this program. Proud of these players that let me stand in front of them and be their head coach. And so, me personally, it means more to see those smiles on everybody in that stands than it does anything personally for me.
How big was your defense tonight? They were all nearly perfect today.
Well, our defense, we've really classified as defense wins championships, and that's the way we built this thing. I think our defensive front is as good as anybody in the country. Our secondary is as good as anybody in the country. Our outside linebackers play with great passion, and they're fast, and our inside linebackers get us in the right checks. But I think what's really cool is the way Hunter Hughes, our defensive coordinator, and our defensive staff did an outstanding job of giving us those positions and putting these kids in position, and they worked as a great unit today.
John, can you take us through the call there?
Well, we finally got a little rhythm going, and we've been practicing that play for since middle of September. And Darren Wilkinson, he goes, "Coach, you want to?" I said, "Let's do it." I said, "Let's come out," and he called it. He suggested it, and we executed. And Chris threw a perfect pass to a wide open guy. As a quarterback, that's the hardest pass to throw is when he's that wide open. And I overthrew everybody, but Chris put it on the money all the time. And so it was really, really one of those things that we needed to take advantage of it, because every yard was hard in that game. And we finally got some momentum, and it was just set up right for us. It was right on the right hash. You get those calls. And so it was a great play call by Darren.
Chris, when he was going through your mind?
I mean, that's kind of what it's been like every time we've run in practice. So, that's what I was expecting. I just didn't want to overthrow him. But, you can't think too much. You just got to let it fly, really.
Chris, was that the best defense you've seen this year?
I mean, I would have to say, yeah, based on, I think we left some stuff out there. But bottom line was, yeah, they were a great football team.
It's everything. These seniors, like I say every week, we come out and we've been here for 4 years. We've been in those painful losses, having to go back to the stadium like, man, we got to do it next year. And now, it's our senior year, and we finally getting it done, and we finally going to the championship. And I mean, it's bittersweet because that's my last time playing on that field, in the game. But we're going to Kansas City, so that's all that matters, really.
Well, for the final game on that field, that's a hell of a way to go out.
Man, that was beautiful.
Along the same lines in the preseason right now for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're exactly where we knew we were going to be, and just, yeah, like Coach said, just seeing everyone in the stands all happy, everyone rushed the field, just, what all we've done and put in this year is just, it's the best feeling out there. Something I've never been a part of before, and it's great.
But can you talk about the way to get your passes?
Well, that's Darius in a nutshell. He makes big plays in our passing game, because he's got such strength and speed that he can mix it up, and he's developed some moves, and he's developed a power. But most importantly, he's got a relentless spirit to him, and I just love watching them go. It's almost like we're all out there. Darius, make a play. Darius, go make it. And there he goes. He goes, makes a play. And so I'm just glad he's on our team, and I don't have to coach against him.
It's awesome. I mean, you could say, I mean, it's bad to get double teamed, but honestly, I like it, because we got Morgan Fox on the other side. I know you can't block him all game if you're going to double team me, and you can't block, Ben Eska coming in through the edge. So, it's great. I mean, I don't think too much of it. I just come out and play game. If they want to double team me, they can double team me.
I think that when you play 60 minutes of playoff football, you're going to have spurts like that. And the key about winning ball games is managing those spurts. And when we kind of got in treading water and not always moving forward, you just can't panic. And because our defense was doing what they were supposed to, and offensively you got to manage the game, and that's what we did. We managed the game, and we did have a great opening drive. We made some throws. We made some catches. We were on target. And then all of a sudden, it seems like they turned it up defensively too. So credit to West Georgia and their defense through that stretch. And then we were able to get one more drive, and that's all you needed, just one more drive. And we were able to get it and find a way. And that kind of just united everybody. I think it was about the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter or wherever that was. And we just found a way, and that's what playoff football does. It's not always going to be pretty, and I don't care if they had 400 yards and we had 2, but we found a way to score one more point than they did, and that's all that really matters. Well, Pac football is composed of 3 core values. That's trust, faith, and patience. And so if we don't have trust between us, they don't have trust between coaches and players and players and players, that you really can go sideways when things aren't going well. And we talk on a daily basis about our body language and how key that is and how we carry ourselves. So I think they got to understand that we talk about it all the time, is the ebb and flows of playoff games. And so it's not always going to be perfect, but when we have a chance to go throw that knockout punch, you better be ready to go throw it. So with that all being said, we're able to manage the game doing those things.
Can O'Donnell hit a 52-yard field goal?
Yeah.
What's the silence about?
Yeah.
He does it
Why
practice
not?
all the time.
He does. He kicks it out in practice all the time. And it's one of those games where I didn't necessarily want to give him the ball there on there. I wanted him to make him go 90 if we could. That's what it was playing.
I mean, honestly, it's just big for the team. It feels like destiny, man. It feels like, I worked 4 years, and I get to this point, and it's like my last game on the field, and it's like, I'm going out with probably the best group of guys, I've ever met in my life. And it's not really about, how good I did. It was about how well I played for my teammates. And like Coach says every day, we got to play great for each other. If I play great, the next man plays great, then we got a good football team. So, it was just, it felt like destiny. So it's big time.
There's a song out there, right? Going to Kansas City.
Man.
We-
Mapped out barbecue spots.
I'm just trying to get enough players on the plane right now versus barbecue spots.
Man.
Anything else?
Coach, when you let this one sit for a little bit, give it a couple days, where does this one think it's going to rank amongst all the games that you've done?
I don't have time to let it sit. We don't have time to let it sit. We're on a mission, and we got to Kansas City, and we still would feel like our season would not be complete unless we give it our all. And so my job is to make sure that I give these kids the best possibility to go win the ball game. And, at this point, I can tell them what time the bus is going to be there, what time the flight's going to be there, and these kids will take care of everything else. And it's really cool being a part of this group of young men.